All right, mathematicians, today we will analyze adding two-digit numbers. I will use place value to apply the count on strategy on a number line. So we are continuing learning different strategies to add two-digit numbers. So I want you to take a look at this number line. Okay, and just think about kind of what you notice, what you remember about number lines. And then I want y'all to think about what we have been doing with adding numbers. Let's say we wanted to add these price tags together. So we had 45 plus 13. A lot of you guys have been adding the tens first to make 5 tens, and then the ones to make 8 ones, and getting 58. So we're going to take that idea or that concept and apply it to number lines. So I want to think about which number do I want to start with? Well, when we talked about hundreds charts, we talked about starting with the bigger number because it creates less work. So I want to start with 45 because 45 is my greater number. I know that 45 comes between 40 and 50. In fact, it's the halfway mark of 40 and 50. So I'm going to put 45 on my halfway mark. Now, I want to add on 13. So I need to think about how many tens are in number 13. I have 1 10 and then I have 3 ones. So I'm going to make a jump of 10. 45 plus 10 is 55. So I'm going to make my big jump of 10 to my 55 mark. And then I'm going to add on my 3 ones that I still have left. So I'm going to go 56, 57, 58 to get 58 as my answer. Okay, so now you can see we have 64 plus 11. I'm going to draw my number line up a little bit higher so that it's easier to work with. And remember, I want to start with my bigger number and then count on. Notice that this is an open number line that we are working with. It doesn't have a starting place, so I can start anywhere I want to. I'm going to start at the beginning to give myself plenty of room, and I'm just going to label it 64. Now, if I break apart 11 or decompose 11 into tens and ones, I know that there's 1 10 and 1 1. So I'm going to make a big jump of 10 to land on 74, and then my jump of 1 should be smaller because 1 is smaller than 10. So that gets me to 75. And we're just going to do a few more of these to practice so y'all can get some good examples. So this problem is 35 plus 25. So I have my open number line. Remember, I can start my numbers anywhere on the number line when it's open. I want to start with the larger number so there's less work. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with 35 at the beginning, and I need to now count on 25 more. There are 2 tens in 25, so I'm going to make 2 jumps of 10. And second graders, I want you to notice that my 2 jumps of 10 are similar in size. They're not perfect, but they're similar in size. So 35 plus 10 is 45, and 45 plus 10 is 55. I made 2 jumps of 10 on my number line, just like I would on my hundreds chart. I would jump down 2 on my hundreds chart. I just made 2 big hops of 10. But I'm not done. I still have to add my 5 ones. I know 55 plus 5 is 60. So 35 plus 25 is 60. Okay, let's do one more. I have 32 plus 47. I want you to notice that the smaller number comes first. But remember, because of turnaround facts, I can still start with the biggest number. I don't have to start with 32 and count up 47. Because of our turnaround facts we talked about, we know we can start, just flip them around, and start with the bigger number so that we have less work to do. So I'm going to start with 47. Now I have 3 10s in 32. So 47 plus 10 is 57. And 57 plus 10 is 67. And 67 plus 10 is 77. So I made my 3 jumps of 10. Now I have to do my 2 jumps of 1. So I can go 77, 78, 79. So 32 plus 47 is 79. So let's look at this problem together. It says, how can you figure out the total cost of the guitar and book? How could you show this? How could you use the number line to show how you added? So our guitar costs $73 and the book costs $14. If I want to find the total cost, I know I need to add. So I'm going to add 73 plus 14. So I'm going to look and see 73 is going to be close to the 70 mark. And now I'm going to add on 14. 14 has a 10 and 4 ones. So here's 80. I know that 73 plus 10 would be 83. So I kind of got to figure out where 83 would be. 73 plus 10 is 83. Now I got to add on my 4 ones. 84, 85, 86, 87. Okay, actually, those aren't spaced correct because this would be 85 right here. But the spacing doesn't have to be perfect as long as you are getting to that answer. You can see here a little bit more of what it was supposed to be spaced like because this is 85. So you got to kind of pay attention to what these extra tick marks are worth so you can make sure your jumps are the right size. So here's what your stepping stones looks like today. You're drawing jumps in the number line to show how you would add 56 and 13. Okay, so we could find, if I know that that's 55, 56 is going to be right next to it. And now I need to add on 13. Now you're going to show me another way. You can't start with 13 to show me the other way because our number line starts at 50. So maybe instead of adding on a 10 and a 3, how else could you add on to show 56 plus 13? And then this is the second page of your stepping stones. You are just drawing jumps on the number line to count and figure out these the totals and then writing the total. I need to see that you are trying to use the number line. We will keep practicing with number lines. I know that this is a concept that we need lots of practice with, so we will keep practicing with it, but you need to show me that you're trying. So I need to see your work on the number line today. All right, do your very best, boys and girls. It doesn't have to be perfect. This will give me a good idea of how much more practice we need after today's lesson.